Welcome everyone! Welcome back to our Dance Teacher Potential channel. We are so excited to have you back with the topic that we both believe in wholeheartedly and we adore. And we call it the 5 minutes of magic. And we have this last 5 minutes of your class reserved for some magic. It doesn't matter how old your dancers are. It doesn't matter what you teach. Those dancers need to come out of the room happy, excited, proud, inspired, whatever you think as magic, so that they keep that in their brains as they walk out the door and they cannot wait to come back to your room.
So we have different versions of the last 5 minutes of magic. She loves to go deep into like the imagination zone. She creates stories and takes her dancers on a journey. And I love games. Dance games, obviously, and I will turn everything and anything you can think of into a game. I love, what are some things I love? I love four corners, yes. Dancing four corners. That way they learn the corners of their room. We do ABT classes, so we are certified in ABT, and those have specific design corners of the room, but you could do the staging, you could do upstage, downstage, stage right, stage left, instead of corners. We do the doll game, which is inspired very famous around our studio, inspired by Coppelia, where all of the dancers turn into dolls, and I'm the doll maker, and I make them all, and I'll sleep, and while I'm asleep, the magic happens, and they dance around the room playing this big trick on me, and when I wake up, they freeze, and I try to catch them moving. Very big hits. They always ask for it. They're like, please, can we play the doll game? What else? I do emotional bus, where we all get on a bus, and so they learn to dance with their facial expressions and how their bodies would move if they were feeling a different way or trying to deliver a dance in a certain way. So we go through the sad and happy, where we're skipping all around, and angry, and I play music associated with that as well. I have many more, I'm sure. That's all I can think of right now. And then you love to just go crazy, getting into like stories, and other worlds.
Yeah, so she's a game master, and I am not as creative with games. And so that is what I think it's super important that you understand, that everybody has different things that they can go into and tap into to create this pockets of like happiness and beauty and inspiration. So if I'd had a little one's class, I'd be like, shh, come and sit with me. And they knew as soon as I plucked myself in the middle, they all come like, because they knew I was going to start. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 mermaids, and we went into the ocean, and we went up, and we went down, and I made up this whole story, and then played the music, and we danced through the story. And I said, on that side, the mountain was very windy, whoosh, and we all get windy, and then we ate some like magical mushrooms or whatever, and we got giddy, and they're like, ah! Sorry, that was a little too much. But, you know, just like children candy mushrooms, whatever. And, you know, just like really fun things. And sometimes I would also use the steps. I would be like, and we're skipping to the ocean. Boop, ba, boop, ba, boop, ba, boop. And then I'm like, let's skip like real dancers. So I would use the class with the imagination, and we'll do a whole crazy story. And most of the times we will finish falling asleep. So like, oh, we got so tired from our imagination and fall asleep. And we actually started asleep many times. But then also when I was talking about, sometimes you have elementary kids or middle school kids, and they had a hard class. For whatever reason, they came in a funk, or you were in a funk, or you had to get through really intense stuff or something, and they're just like, whoa, dragging their feet at the end. So guess what? You can just play some music that they're into it at this time and moment, you know, in their lives, and just like, come on, let's go. And you do like a quick, shaky movement, even if it's a ballet class, or you put your ballet moves into that, and they're like, oh, just having so much fun, and with your wraparounds, and go, right? Or the older dancers, they were like exhausted, so I just like drill them to jump and jump and jump and jump, and they would know at the end, I will turn off the lights, put on some like meditation or inspirational things, and I'll ask them to get on the floor, and you can see their hearts coming down. They're like sweaty, dripping on the floor, but that's probably what a teenager needs, right? Like some calm moment to like get in touch with themselves, because there's so much stress in the world, especially here in New York City, so much expectations on those kids from us, from their parents, from their teachers. And so you can just vary your 5 minutes of magic. It doesn't matter the age or the genre.
Right.
It just,
Yeah, have fun with it. You know, tap into your inner child. And I'm sure you're exhausted too at the end of class, and you've been trying to drill all of these things and try to get them to, you know, listen to you first of all, to work through all the things that you need to work through. And so that 5 minutes kind of resets everything for them and yourself, and you get to soak in all that dance is and all the magic that happens inside the classroom, and just take in the beauty of it. You know, for your reverence, if you want to just get creative and like, oh my gosh, we're on a stage and it's beautiful, or the big jumps like always, or sometimes we'll play Beyonce music and we'll do like point walks across, just having a blast with anything and everything, and taking what they're doing in class and flipping it on its head, right?
Sometimes you don't realize that time is up. Don't worry, you get them in a circle. We've done this many times. Grab hands, hands on your heart, 3 deep breaths. And then we do, I am smart, I am beautiful, I am strong, you know, just something to get them into that high, beautiful place. And then you send them off. So you always have time to do it.
Yep, and that last 5 minutes of class is your magic. It is their magic, and it'll send them off into a light, happy, wonderful, beautiful, dance is the best world, which is where we want to have them and keep them always. That's it from us today. We are Dance Teacher Potential, and we are on Instagram, TikTok, YouTube, wherever you're watching us, Spotify, Apple, all of the above. Like, subscribe, let us know. If you want us to talk about anything, we are here to help you. Yeah, and that's it. See you next week.
Bye.
Bye, everyone.